What is up, everybody? It's your boy AJ Trip, and I'm going to do, for the second year in a row, we're going to do my March Madness bracket picks. And so I thought, why not? This is a weird day. They had Selection Sunday on a day of a WWE pay-per-view, and usually I would have maybe what I would have done is I would have done a live watch it with me type rapid reaction for the for the thing, but then I also need to watch. So there maybe hopefully next year they can get their shit together and not have a WWE pay-per-view on the same day as March Madness or vice versa. But so speaking of that, let's quickly talk about the selection show. And if you were on Twitter, I'm sure you probably did too. A lot of people are hating the way it went down. They hating the fact of drama, the drama that it is that when they would do it regularly. Because in the past, I guess you don't know, you living on a rock or anything like that. What they've done in the past is that they would go region by region and reveal the teams, things like that. So, they'll say number 1 Duke takes on number 16 Iona, and number 8 Villanova takes on number 9 Kansas, or they would do that all along, and so then you would see where teams would in for the for the drama of and see who got in, who didn't get in. Well, they took that out right at the beginning because they let you know all 68 teams at the beginning of the thing, at the beginning of the show. They talked about who were the automatic bids, who won their conference champions, and then they did the at-large bids, who were the ones that get basically like the wild card spots and things like that. So a lot of people weren't liking it because, first off, for like the first 10 minutes of the show, the audio was off. So Greg Gumbel and Ernie Johnson were speaking, but the words, you understand the word that comes out of my mouth? Yeah, that's that type of thing. So that happened, and then there was also some other things too. I just think there's a lot of audio issues later on in the thing, but yeah. So it was like it wasn't really well liked by a lot of people. A lot of people wanted the drama. I read something on Twitter that I thought could possibly be the reason why they did change it up. Now this issue, it was on TBS instead of CBS. That could have been one of the reasons. Another reason could have been was that maybe what they wanted to do was they wanted to let teams know who were part of the 68 teams going to the March Madness, so that the teams that were on the bubble wouldn't, because they have watch parties, and who wants to sit there for an hour? It's basically 2 hours. It takes them probably about an hour to reveal all the brackets in the past. So, and who would sit for like 45 minutes to an hour? Sit there, wait for your name to be called, and then and it doesn't happen. So there may have been something there to where maybe it was actually good. It was actually good to where they would they wanted to let people know, so that bam, first 15 minutes whether you're in or out. So a team like Notre Dame, that was a bubble team, found out they weren't out, they could go ahead and say, all right, after 15 minutes, we don't need to watch the rest of this shit. Let's go on about our day. Go home, do whatever. Get ready for the NIT. Same thing with like USC, right? So I understand that. My personal opinion, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought I didn't have a personal problem with it. I thought it was something that was okay. I'm not like everybody else. I didn't completely hate it. I understand the thing about the drama being taken out of it. I understand that. I also understand what the one Twitter person said about them giving teams that that respect of saying you don't sit here for 45 minutes and to an hour to try to hear your name called and it doesn't get called. So we'll let you know within the first 15 minutes. So I think I understand both sides of it. If they go back to the way they did it next year, I guess I wouldn't have a problem with it if they did this version next year. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would still watch it. So, no skin off my back. Now that being said, let's get on to the March Madness bracket. So I'm going to pull up a thing here. I'm going to try to do this, something like that, and I'm going to try to pull up and record my screen for you, and just show that screen, and then show my screen where I'm recording the thing, and show you who I'm picking and everything like that, so that you will know. You may see, if you don't see it, I'm not sure how else I can do that, but maybe maybe you'll see my finals or something like that. I don't know. You just may see me here clicking on the thing. That's all you may see. You just may see me just clicking. But I'm not. I'm gonna do a little talking too. So, all right. So let's see if we can get this thing started. All right. So let's start in the South. We'll start from the South. We'll do. Oh fuck. We may have some issues with some stoppage or something like that. I'm getting a message about my CPU and a lot of the but we'll see. But we're gonna go from the South. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go like counterclockwise or like the U shape or whatever. So this is what we'll do it. I'll go here and I can pull this to wherever I feel like they're gonna go, right? And then I can do the same thing with this one. So let's do that. I'm going to pull Arizona up to here, and then I'm going to take Kentucky, have them beat Davidson. So then let's do the second half, if the mouse will, So I'm going to pull Cincinnati to here. I'm going to pull Texas here. I'm going to put Tennessee here. And since I am from Chicago, and you're hearing a lot about Loyola and Chicago, I am going to give a couple upsets here, and I'm going to put Loyola and Chicago into the Elite Eight, where they would take on Virginia. So, that being said, who do I expect to win? Virginia, Loyola, and Chicago. I don't think there's going to be that big of an upset. I'm going to go Virginia and click down Virginia into my Final Four. So that's the South region. So as you can see, I've got Virginia going all the way, Loyola, Chicago, making some upsets. Really only one upset, Texas beating Nevada, the 10-7. But I think we've learned that the 8, 9, 7, 10, and even to another extent the 6-11, they're not always the time. There may be upsets when it comes to seeding, but sometimes the committee will give the higher seed to we'll get the higher seed to a team that's like Miami and Loyola, Chicago. It's Miami's in the ACC. Loyola, Chicago is in the Missouri Valley Conference. So, although some people might say Loyola is actually a better team, so we will have to see about that. So let's go down here to the West. So here we've got Xavier, and then that one, something like that. So who do I see? I see a rematch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it up from the rematch. Actually, no, it's not a rematch. That was Villanova. but I see Xavier and North Carolina going all the way. Now, here, I am always been the Gonzaga guy, so Chicago makes, the Sweet 16. Come on. I'm going to make Missouri. Give Missouri that one. I'm going to have my 12-5 upset. South Dakota State beat Ohio State. I'm going to put Houston here. But I'm going to put Michigan down here. Yeah, and then I think Providence, another 10-7 upset. Providence beating Texas A&M. So then now we select the Elite Eight. Xavier, North Carolina. I'm going to go North Carolina. They seem to get there each and every year. Hopefully, what's his face doesn't tear any suits up, but that's what's going to happen. We're going to have Virginia and North Carolina in one half of the Final Four. So now let's go over here to the Midwest. And the way I see it is this. This is where I think I'm going to do a few upsets. I think the first one is I'm going to have Auburn down here for Charles Barkley. Love my guy Charles. And I'm going to put Kansas up here. And then I think, we'll put NC State there and the New Mexico State there. So I think I'm going to have Auburn in the top half of the bracket. In the latter half of the bracket, I think you're going to have some more upsets. I think, even though this is probably not going to be an upset, I'm going to move Rhode Island there. I'm going to have Duke beat Iona, but Duke is going to lose to Rhode Island. And then I think I'm going to have Michigan State go all the way here, and then have them beat TCU. And I think I'm going to have Michigan State. Come on. Michigan State, Auburn in the Elite Eight, and Michigan State will move on to the Final Four. And now let's go back up. Let's go back up down here. So, and here we are. We're going to go Villanova, number 1 seed overall. I'm going to bring them to the Sweet 16. Wait a minute, come on. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to have Alabama for Avery Johnson. And then I'm going to have Wichita State go to the Sweet 16 as well. And then I'm going to have West Virginia beat Murray State. And here's what I do. I'm going to have Texas Tech, number 3 team. We're going to Texas Tech, number 3 team. You want to stop that, brother? And Purdue, the number 2 team. And then I think I'm going to have Butler beat Arkansas. And I think I'm going to have Florida beat the winner of those other 2 teams. And then I think, here we go. I will pick Purdue, and I'm going to pick Villanova, and then I'll pick Villanova. Right, so here we are. Right here. The Final Four. Virginia, North Carolina, Villanova, Michigan State. Who do I think is going to win? Virginia likes to bog it down. North Carolina, Well, I'll say right now. I'll pick Virginia. Now I'll pick Michigan State. Now I'll pick Virginia as my 2018 NCAA National Champions. Yes, that is what I would do. So, that is what's going to happen. At least according to me. So there. that is my brackets. You can once again right now do what you have to do. What I'll let you do right now. If you want to see like my entire bracket or anything like that, follow me on Twitter at @triplet20, and I'm going to share this. As you see up here, it says share on Twitter. I'm going to share this on Twitter so you guys can see it out and check it out, and it's going to be good. So we will see how this goes down. So I think. Listen, let me be honest with you. I'm not the biggest college basketball fan. You know, this is my time. When March Madness come, I fill out a bracket, and then I act like I'm no shit. I don't know shit. So, but yeah, this should be pretty interesting. So, I've got Virginia as my champion. We will see how this goes. What I like to do is I also like to do a bracket that is just pure chalk, and I think I'm gonna do that with one of the other ones. I'm gonna do I got like ESPN and Yahoo that I could do. So with one of them, I'm gonna do a purely chalk bracket for that and enter one of their contests for money. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So. But this one, like I said, I picked some upsets and things like that. So we'll have to wait and see about that. This is CBS Sportsline, what I'm using right now. I always use CBS Sportsline. I've used it for forever. So yeah, so that's what I use to do my brackets on. So all right, folks, that was my bracket. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys thought. Tell me what you guys will think. Tell me what your picks are. Who's your final four? Who's you got to win it? I like to hear, and then we'll see who's right and who's wrong at the end of the tournament. By the way, if this video is lagging, and I think it is because as I'm recording it, I am seeing some lagging. It is. I apologize. I tried to do this, so who knows? Who knows what's going to be? You know, last year when I did this, I think what I did was I think I recorded myself doing it, and then I spoke over it, and maybe that's what I should have done this time instead, because I've got like so much stuff going on at once that. I guess it's not, the recording isn't good, so whatever. Sometimes things just doesn't go your way. So again, put your comments down below to what you guys think. Let me know about your final four and everything like that. Had to do my. And also, let me get your thoughts on the selection show as well. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all.